having us today.
Oh, you're very welcome.
It's such a treat to come here to your studio, and this very specific and original place. Maybe you will let us tell us a little bit about why you picked this space as your studio and what helps you to work here. Tell us a little bit about your amazing film trailer.
Okay, so there's movie trailers from the 70s, and the reason I wanted to work here in this space is originally it's like on 18 acres, and you can't find that in the city.
Correct.
And like because I'm from the mountains and nature, I needed open space to feel like I could create something. And the idea of one man's trash is another's treasure. Well, I'm on a lot of many movie trailers, not just this one, but then also dumpsters, where, I find the most incredible things, and I know that sounds very strange, and that's probably going to make people very uncomfortable. Like, I'm not like your, like, what you would consider your normal dumpster diver, but if I find, like, some really cool things in there, I'm not, scared to, like, reach in and grab something. Of course, I'll use the hand sanitizer afterwards. I'm not getting in the actual dumpster with my body, just reaching in.
You don't jump in.
But it is, I don't jump in. The fear of spiders probably is what it is. But, this was great because of the lighting and because my brain, I think in pictures. And so in this way, I have it set up where each station is extremely well lit, and I can actually hang it from the ceiling and rotate it in a 360 because all my art is 360. Mm-hmm. And then I can get a view from each angle with the mirror.
Correct.
And so this is why a movie trailer made sense for me. And I know that probably wouldn't make sense for most people, but for me it does. And the Kwanzaa, which is next door, is where I sandblast and power wash. So the ventilation and everything is fine. It's not what I had in Sun Valley. I had like a very large studio with all the welding and everything, and so when you're in your emerging market, you do the best you can. And for this actually is my safe place, haven. Like this is.
You created some of your best pieces out of here,
so
I have no doubt it works for you.
This is beautiful, and like the cork boards everywhere, and like I can pin notes, and like it's like a beautiful mind. Sometimes you have like I have color coordinated sticky notes everywhere, and then draw on the mirrors, and so that I have all these ideas, and they never stop, and at least I have a place to put them.
That's awesome. I wanted to ask you this question because you mentioned that art saved you, and it kind of touched me deeply. I wanted to ask you how.
Okay, so the art and the music, and I think that everybody has their thing, and for me, like, the reason also this place makes sense for me is like one man's trash is another's treasure, and this is what I try to do with my art, is I find what some people might consider trash, like a skull or a dead skull, and I make it pretty, and I was once one man's trash, and the idea of bringing life back from something that didn't have meaning and giving it purpose and preserving memories and love and time is priceless, really. And music, and so I have the record player, and I listen to the music that I'm doing the art with, and I mean it saved my life. I was a psychologist. I was somebody very different, and if I hadn't found not found it, but if I hadn't seen the steer skull on my wall and put my jewelry from my jewelry company on it, I don't know if I would be sitting here with you. I wouldn't be.
Wow.
It really did save my life, and the idea of my company is not pity or sorrow. It's about hope and resiliency in the face of adversity, and finding that pinhole of light in like a tunnel and crawling out in whatever way you can. And for me, it was with the skulls and music and art. And
yeah, I feel like you experienced that side of the life and bring it back.
And bringing life from, and I don't want to claim to be like, it's not about like a god, I'm not bringing life from something that's dead. I'm just preserving memory and love and time. And like the piece you see right behind you is, it commemorates love of 45 years. Every piece I create has meaning, and it's all different. And I do everything by myself, and it's from the cleaning of the animal all the way to the art part in the end.
Dive into the dumpster too.
And diving into the dumpster to find, whatever I can to like make the trash pretty and like bring it back. And I'm lucky because many people don't find that it saves them. Yeah.
Correct, and they don't even understand that there is the way.
Right, and this is what I want to show, is that like you don't have to give up and you can continue to swim. You don't have to sink no matter what it is in life that may push you down. Like you can continue on and you don't have to give up.
Yeah, I love it.
It's not an option. You fight.
Thank you so much. I love the phrase that someone trash.
It is another treasure.
I would even rephrase it and say it could become someone else's treasure.
Right.
If you treat it right, if you find a way.
Exactly. And I feel like we can all relate to that on some level. Like, no matter who you are, no matter where you are in the world, you can understand that on a human level.
Correct.
In some way, shape, or form.
For sure.
And like turning that, this quote by Kurt Cobain, which I love, is "Thank you for this trauma. It helped me with my art."
I think it's true.
And it's, and I think a lot of artists have that. But art is anything. It's writing, or it's fashion, or it's food, or it's whatever it is. And for me, it's skulls and music.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Allison.
I love
that
you
was
so much.
fantastic.
No.
That was awesome.